Okay, I think we finally got it. I apologize for the delay, guys. Let me get IG going here. Okay, everybody, we're finally live. And welcome to the 90th edition of Englishing with Jings, where we're going to discuss the world's top 10 coldest places. Very cool. Actually, very frozen. Little pun there. But first, we're going to continue our new prelude, which is the weather report. And today, guys, we're going to focus on Taipei City, actually. So let's get straight to it. All right, let's do a 10-day weather report for Taipei City. Okay, today it looks like we have 25 for the high temperature, 22 for the low, breezy with clouds, 40% chance of rain or precipitation, we can say. All right, tomorrow we have a high of 26 degrees, low of 20, partly sunny and humid, 12% chance of rain. Tuesday, not looking good, high of 23, low of 15, brief showers in the morning. Okay, that's not too bad. High of 75% chance of rain, rather. Wednesday, we have a high of 17, a little chilly, guys. Low of 15, cooler with low clouds, 25% chance of rain. Thursday, we have 20 degrees, low of 14, partly sunny, only a 1% chance of rain. Nice. Moving on to Friday, we have a high of 21 degrees, a low of 14, mostly sunny with a 1% chance of rain. Saturday, pretty consistent weather in Taipei City, a high of 21, low of 17, partly sunny, 2% chance of rain. And next Sunday, we have a high of 22 degrees, low of 18, mostly sunny with an 11% chance of rain. Not bad. As I said, it's currently 24 degrees in Taipei City, breezy with clouds. Not bad, but we still have a 40% chance of rain. So if that happens, I apologize, guys. What can we do? All right, guys, that's going to do it for our second edition of the weather report. Who knows where we're going to land next week for the 10-day weather or 7-day weather report. All right. Moving right along. we're going to go ahead and do our weekly astrology report. Okay. Let me find it here. Ooh, don't want that. Okay. All right, guys. As always, we're starting with Aries. Okay, guys, this week, your career path is lit up. Aries, you're choosing a direction. This week begins with Mercury in Scorpio in your house of resources, making a sextile to Pluto in Capricorn in your house of career. As you survey the land ahead, you may be thinking you want a different job. In fact, you may want to transform your career by becoming self-employed or going from retail to medical or engineering to restaurant management. That's a serious career change. Today's a good day to map out a plan you can begin to implement over the next few weeks. All right, on Tuesday, with the sun in Sagittarius in your house of adventure, making an opposition to the North Node in your house of information, today you can find answers. Make a list of questions and you'll get the information you're looking for, including contact names, phone numbers, or links to applications. Aries, you see possibilities. All right. Moving on to Taurus. All right. This week, the resources you need for an important goal become available. Taurus, the solar eclipse could open a door. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of relationships, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of friendships. If you're looking for love, you may not have to go far. An acquaintance could be quite interested in a connection with you. Taurus, you have been reintroduced recently at a party or social event. The signs are all there. On Tuesday, with Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of investments, making a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius in your house of prudent action. Exotic investments have fireworks and fanfare, but a solid investment portfolio helps you sleep at night. This is a good day to look at your investments, rebalance your accounts, and reinvest dividends into something that's tried and true. All right. On to Gemini. This week, the solar eclipse could put you closer to love, Gemini. Follow your heart. Yeah, there's a big solar eclipse coming. I heard that maybe the northern lights might be visible for, well, let's just say a vast area, more than normal. Okay, this week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of work, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of career. Today, you could talk to your manager about moving up in your company. Gemini, if you are not wanting to climb the corporate ladder at this place, you may want to look at the myriad of possibilities for you to work somewhere else. There are many job openings now that could bring interesting and lucrative opportunities. Hi, Celia. No, you don't love cold. You think you do, but you don't. Trust me, I come from the cold. I'm from Chicago. It can be minus 30 sometimes. You wouldn't love that, I promise you. Okay. With Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of relationships, making a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius in your house of escapades. Today, you could have an exciting affair brewing. You might meet someone with an intriguing accent who is from a foreign land. You may be captivated by their stories. Romance could happen. That's not even maximum. Wait till you see these temperatures from today. Crazy. Okay. That brings us to Cancer. Okay, this week the solar eclipse refocuses your priorities. It's all about the solar eclipse today. Minus 18 Celsius. And how did you like that? I'm curious. I'm not going to continue until I hear. In Seoul, Korea. Okay. Minus 18. Okay, that's cold. Where I live here now, we can hit minus 18. No problem. No big deal for me. The Korean girls still wore skirts. Hey, I know people in Chicago, if it's minus 30, they'll still have shorts on. Insane. They must have thermal issues, we can say. All right, Cancer, it's time to nurture yourself. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of romance and adventure, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of travel. If you are a long distance away from your sweetheart, you might be ready to jump on a plane to surprise them. If you currently live with your sweetheart, you might want to grab them by the hand for an impromptu vacation. And if you're looking for love, consider expanding your search beyond your zip code. Get out, experience something. Okay, with Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of work, makes a sextile to Saturn in your house of bills. This is a good day to focus on fiscal responsibility. Cancer, consider setting up automatic bill payment or go paperless with notifications by email. You might sit down to do a written budget. Get started and you can be quite motivated today. I'm so mad. I can't even do effects today. That's so stupid. You know what? Maybe I can be a polar bear. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, not that one. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Ridiculous. All right. On to Leo, peeps. This week, the solar eclipse can shake up your world, Leo. There's a new path ahead. This week begins with Mars and Scorpio in your house of home and family, making a trine to Neptune and Pisces in your house of resources. You likely come from a talented family. Consider what you could achieve if you all came together for a bigger purpose. Today, Leo, you might discuss starting a family business or pooling resources to create passive income sources. If you don't know where to start, then do a family brainstorming session. Okay, with Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of children and fertility, makes a sextile to Saturn in your house of relationships. If you have kids, it's possible that one of them is bringing home a sweetheart for the holidays. Or your family might be expanding when someone announces a pregnancy. Someone in the family could be getting a pet. Okay. Interesting. Okay, on to Virgo. This week, the solar eclipse brings some changes to the family. Virgo, the excitement has just begun. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of communication, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of relationships. You and your sweetheart could see eye to eye on a very important decision. Virgo, it's likely you're ready to support each other. If you're looking for love, you can find someone with whom you have great chemistry. Go through your online dating inbox and see who's been winking at you. Okay. Okay, with Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of family, making a sextile to Saturn in your house of routines. Today, you are the Energizer Bunny, checking through your list of things to do like nobody's business. Virgo, you are efficiently getting through daily tasks like laundry or meal prep, and perhaps even organizing the garage. By the end of the day, you might be tired, but with a sense of satisfaction. Ready? On to Libra. Okay, this week, the solar eclipse calls for less talk and more action. Libra, you're picking a direction. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of cash money, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of work. You have an opportunity to bring in more money if you work more. Libra, this might mean taking on more hours or more responsibilities. This could be related to passive income sources that take time and energy to set up. With Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of communication, making a sextile to Saturn in your house of children and young people. Someone may come to you for advice. They are seeking your wisdom and experience. Suddenly, you have the rare opportunity of an audience. This doesn't happen very often, so enjoy it while it lasts. Okay. Okay, on to Scorpio. This week, you can get on the road to success. Scorpio, it starts with your money mindset. This week begins with Mars in your own sign of Scorpio, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of romance and adventure. Today, you could have an encounter with someone straight out of a romance novel. Scorpio, this could include long, lingering glances, gentle caresses, and perhaps passionate kisses. Today, consider getting physical with your sweetheart and allow things to get exciting. I'm not going to read that. Okay. With Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of money, making a sextile to Saturn in your house of dwellings, your home can be a source of income for you. Perhaps you've decided to rent out a room or put the apartment over the garage on Airbnb. Scorpio, you may be pulling resources together with family members to get rental property or buy land. Today, you can find ways to expand your prosperity. Okay. On to Sagittarius. This week, the solar eclipse is in your own sign of Sagittarius, bringing the potential of significant changes to your life. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of rest and recuperation, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces. Sagittarius, you may have been going full speed at work and being a gracious host to family and friends. Now you need a day off and to have someone take care of you. Consider adding this to your schedule. Okay. All right. Mercury in your own sign of Sagittarius and in your house of confidence makes a sextile to Saturn in your house of communication. Sagittarius, you may be asked to speak in front of a group, lead a meeting, or make a big announcement. Someone is handing you the microphone, and fortunately, you're good at winging it. Watch for an opportunity to take center stage. Okay. On to Capricorn. This week, the solar eclipse can bring a renewed interest in your intuitive ability. Capricorn, you're walking the spiritual path. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of friendships, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces. You may have an intense connection with a friend. This could be a deepening connection where you're getting to know each other and to know each other's darkest secrets. Capricorn, this is a person you can really rely on to talk to when you're feeling scared or uncertain. And you can offer that same pillar of strength for them. This is a good day for the two of you to get together and continue working on this friendship. With Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of rest and recuperation, making a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius in your house of values, it's time to move quality sleep up on your priority list. Consider using an app to track your sleep. Capricorn, you can also do things in the bedroom, such as adding ambient sounds, such as falling rain or ocean waves. This helps. I can say that for sure. There's times where I can definitely fall asleep from ambient noises, rain, ocean waves, even wind. We call this white noise. It definitely helps. All right. On to Aquarius. This week, the solar eclipse helps you recognize where you're stuck. Aquarius, you're about to break free. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of career, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces in your house of cash money. Aquarius, this is an excellent day to talk to your supervisor about moving up in the company. Consider discussing how you can make more per hour or get a better commission percentage. If you don't think there are possibilities for you with this company, it's probably time to post your resume for a different job. All right, with Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of friendships, making a sextile to Saturn in your own sign of Aquarius, it's likely you have a good group of supportive friends, but you may not get to spend a lot of time with them. Aquarius, this is a good day to set up future dates where you can hang out. This is especially important if your friends live far away and you need to make travel arrangements. Okay. And last but not least, we have Pisces. This week, the solar eclipse lights up your area of career and vocation. Pisces, this could be the start of a huge change. This week begins with Mars in Scorpio in your house of education, making a trine to Neptune in your own sign of Pisces. You may be in school or you're helping one of your kids with their classes. This is a good time to reach out to speak to a school counselor or the administration. If you are looking to get a professional license, this is a great time to contact the government agency that manages these licenses. With Mercury in Sagittarius in your house of career, making a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius in your house of working behind the scenes. House of working behind the scenes. Okay. Pisces, you may be working on a big project. I thought there was only 12 houses. Okay. Today, consider closing your office door so you can focus on doing deep work. It's likely you'll be working solo on this. Finding good help today can be a challenge. Okay. And just like that, we are finished with this week's astrology report. But that's okay, because now it's my favorite part of the show. It's time for vocabulary, everybody. Woohoo! Okay, and we're going to kick off the 90th edition's vocabulary with frigid. Frigid. Say it with me, everybody. Frigid. Okay, this is an adjective, and it means intensely cold, lacking warmth or ardor. Frigid. Okay. Very good. Number 2 this week, we have glacial. Glacial. Say it with me, everybody. Glacial. Okay, and once again, glacial is an adjective. It is suggestive of ice, extremely cold. devoid of warmth and cordiality, coldly imperturbable. Imperturbable. I don't know that word. Okay. Bottom line, really cold. Okay. Number 3, we have numbing. That B is silent, everybody. Numbing. Numbing. No numbing. Numbing. Say it with me, everybody. Numbing. Very good. Okay, numbing means tending or serving to make numb or spiritless. Let's just say, okay, numbing means you can't feel your skin. Numbing. And this is an adjective, by the way. Sorry, guys. All right, on to number 4. Sub-zero. Sub-zero. Say it with me, everybody. Sub-zero. Okay. Sub-zero is an adjective, and it means registering less than 0 on some scale, characterized by or suitable for sub-zero temperatures. Sub-zero. When the Celsius scale hits sub-zero, everything freezes. Okay, on to number 5, piercing. Piercing. Say it with me, everybody. Piercing. Very good. Okay, piercing is an adjective. It can be loud and shrill. It can be perceptive. But what we're looking for is penetratingly cold and biting, cutting or incisive. Piercing. All right. On to number 6, frosty. And I'm not talking about the snowman. Frosty. Say it with me, everybody. Frosty. Very good. Once again, we have another adjective. Frosty is attended with or producing frost, briskly cold, covered or appearing as if covered with frost, marked by coolness or extreme reserve in manner. Frosty. You can actually have a frosty personality, and that means that you're very cold, careless. Okay, guys. On to number 7, congeal. Congeal. Say it with me, everybody. Congeal. Very good. Okay, congeal is a verb. All right. And it means to change from a fluid to a solid state by or as if by cold. Congeal. To make viscid or curdled, to coagulate, to make rigid, fixed, or immobile. To solidify. This is very synonymous. Okay, on to number 8. Shivering. Shivering. Say it with me, everybody. Shivering. Okay, very good. Okay. One second. Wow, there's a lot of different definitions for shiver. I did not know that. Okay, this is good enough. Shiver, to undergo trembling, to tremble in the wind as it strikes first one and then the other side of a sail. Okay, I just want to show you shivering. We do this when it's cold, right? Shivering. Very disappointed in this dictionary. Okay, whatever. We know what shivering means. All right, on to number 9, frostbite. Oh, look at this picture. That's frostbite, all right. Frostbite. Say it with me, everybody. Frostbite. Okay, very good. Okay, frostbite is, okay, it's a noun. Okay, this is the superficial or deep freezing of the tissues of some part of the body, such as the feet or hands. The damage to tissues caused by freezing. Okay, when we go outside in the sub-zero temperatures and we leave our skin exposed, normally our hands, nobody's walking barefoot outside. You're taking a big chance of your skin freezing. This is called frostbite. And when that happens, usually that tissue dies and has to be cut away from your body. Not good. Sometimes they can fix it, but not very often. All right, that's frostbite. That is scary. On to number 10, Arctic. Arctic. Say it with me, everybody. Arctic. Very good. Okay, Arctic is an adjective and it's often capitalized of, relating to, or suitable for use as at the North Pole or the region near it. Or we can just say bitterly cold, frigid, cold in temperature, or mood. Once again, if your mood is Arctic, very cold and cunning. All right. On to the next, we have hibernal. Hibernal. Say it with me, everybody. Hibernal. Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right. Hibernal is an adjective that's just used of, relating to, or occurring in winter. Very close to hibernate, which means to put on a lot of excess fats and sleep throughout the cold season. Related to, but not the same. Hibernal. Okay. Number 12, we have harsh. Harsh. Say it with me, everybody. Harsh. Very good. We have a lot of adjectives today, huh? Okay. Harsh has a lot of definitions, but I'm just going with the one related to our show. Okay. We can say physically discomforting, unpleasant, and difficult to accept or experience. So if we say the climate here is very harsh, this means not nice to you, not acceptable, physically discomforting, harsh. And last but not least, guys, we have hypothermia. Hypothermia. Say it with me, everybody. Hypothermia. This is a very bad word. And they don't have a definition. You gotta be kidding me. Bear with me, people. Okay. Hypothermia is caused by prolonged exposures to very cold temperatures. When exposed to cold temperatures, your body begins to lose heat faster than it's produced. Lengthy exposures will eventually use up your body's stored energy, which leads to lower body temperature. And hypothermia is very dangerous. When your body becomes too cold, it goes into shock, and you can die from that, actually. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our 90th edition of Vocabulary. Which brings us to our subject, the world's 10 coldest places. Okay. We need to get straight to it here. Okay, one moment. Okay, here we go. Let me share. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Yeah, I hate when they show the first one first. Okay, coming in at number 10, we have Snag, Yukon, Canada. That picture doesn't look very cold, though, does it? All right. The coldest temperature in this part, 62.7 Celsius. Oh. When? February of 1947. It's been a while. Okay, lying in a bowl-shaped valley in Yukon, Canada, Snag is now an abandoned village where the record low temperature was recorded during an unusual winter in the 1940s. The extreme cold caused locals to report their breath freezing midair as they exhaled and falling to the ground as white dust. Oh my God. Stranger still, they found that sounds carried much further in the cold, dense air, with voices being heard several miles from their source. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, coming in at number 9, North Ice, Greenland. Okay, the temperature was minus 66.1 in January of 1954. Established by the British North Greenland Expedition in 1952, this research station was originally reached on dog sleds before military aircraft dropped supplies and instruments for a team of explorers and scientists to use. The temperature reading taken in 1954 was, at the time, the coldest ever recorded in the Northern Hemisphere. The expedition carried out broad research that included geology, seismology, physiology, and glaciology. Okay, guys, could you live in this climate just for research purposes? You know, I'm willing to bet that even though you have shelter, it's still pretty cold in that shelter. I mean, me, for example, if I'm in a room that's under, say, 15 degrees for longer than 30 minutes, I start to get really cold. Now, if it's minus 66 outside, if you have your heat set to 40 degrees inside, I still don't think it's going to be any warmer than 15. I mean, the outside ambience is going to have a huge effect on the indoor ambience. Ugh, no way. What if your heater stops working? You're dead. That's all there is to it. I mean, if it freezes, you can't fix it. Okay. Enough about that stuff. We're going out. All right. Number 8, we have Oymyakon, Russia. It looks pretty frozen. All right. Temperature minus 68.7 Celsius. And that's February of 1933. This is why Russia defeated the Germans in World War II. Sometimes referred to as the coldest permanently inhabited settlement on Earth. We'd love to hear estate agents try to sell this corner of rural Russia. Home to less than 1,000 people, it's situated between two valleys, which trap cold winds between them, intensifying the conditions. We call that wind chill. Frozen throughout the winter, apparently local schools only close when temperatures dip below minus 55. You know what? I suppose if you're living there your whole life, minus 55 is not so bad. As I was saying to Celia earlier, I mean, we've hit under minus 30 in Chicago. And on those days, the schools were definitely closed. But that's not normal where I'm from. Minus 10, minus 20, sure, but minus 30, minus 40, no way. You know, hold on, I have to look something up before I continue. There are humans, it said 1,000 are living there. I don't know. Maybe they hunt elk. I have no idea. Okay. One second. I'm trying to find something that happened back home. Maybe I won't be able to find it. Okay, never mind. We had a month, a whole month. God, it must have been 10 years ago, where we had under minus 30 degrees, I think, in Fahrenheit for 32 days in a row, something like that. I can't find it right now, but probably not looking. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to the show. Hello, Iris. Welcome to the show. Our topic today is the world's 10 coldest places. All right, back to the show here. Okay. And that was in Russia, number 8. Okay. Number 7, we have Clink Research Station in Greenland. Hello, Wind Up Walker. Welcome to the show. I understand. Why will it not? Instagram's crazy. It won't let me wave. Okay, the 7th coldest place in the world. As I said, Clink Research Center in Greenland. Okay, the temperature, minus 69.4 degrees. And this was recorded in December of 1991. Okay, Greenland. Hi, Wind Up Walker. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. As I said, maybe you didn't hear because you just joined. We're talking about the world's 10 coldest places. And right now we're talking about a location in Greenland. Okay, Greenland, the largest island in the world, is sparsely populated, owing to a gigantic ice sheet that covers much of its land. Setting up weather stations in this inhospitable climate involves intrepid scientists traversing the terrain on snowmobiles with their instruments in tow. Worth it, though, as well as vital climate science, these stations have recorded some of the most extreme conditions in the Northern Hemisphere. The Clink Research Station sits close to the highest point of the ice sheet, exposed to the worst of the city, or the worst of the dry, cold continental climate. Can you guys imagine living somewhere where it's minus 69 Celsius? Whew. No way. No way. Okay, of everybody that I have here right now, what's the coldest temperature that you've ever been in And when I say been in, actually experienced. Celia said minus 17. What about you guys? Me personally, minus 35. This was in Chicago, where I'm from. My audience is from Asia. You guys don't have cold weather. No. I mean, you think it's cold. Ooh, wind up Walker, minus 25. That's pretty cold. Where did this occur? Where did you experience minus 25? I'm curious. I suppose people can go up in the mountains. Toronto, okay, that makes sense. Canada's cold. Our neighbors to the north. Yeah, you know what? There's no way I could live in Canada. I mean, those people are so friendly. My grandmother's French Canadian, but too cold for me. Couldn't do it. Okay, we're going to move on to the number 6 coldest place in the world. And that is, I'm going to have trouble saying this one, Verkhoyansk, Russia. I mean, listen to this. Temperature, minus 69.8 Celsius. But this was recorded in February of 1892. What kind of technology did they have in 1892? Yes, Canada is very friendly. Ooh, Nancy, minus 30 in Edmonton. Okay, once again, Canada. Ugh. Why does everybody travel to Canada? What about the United States? Come to the US. Chicago, it's cold. You can experience cold in Chicago. New York gets pretty cold too. I'm just saying. No, I'm joking. Listen, I have friends that live in Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary. They love it. They definitely love it. And it's, there's a lot of friendly people in Canada. There's friendly people in the United States too, but Canadians are known for their friendliness. That's for sure. All right, let me read about this city in Russia. Okay, there's only 1,000 people living there. And this town sits with the Arctic Circle and is one of the places considered the northern pole of cold, where the coldest temperatures have ever been recorded in the northern hemisphere. Its unique climate is created by an area of cold, dense air called the Siberian High. The area is prone to temperature inversions, pockets where temperatures actually rise with altitude. If you go in the mountains, probably minus 80. Incredibly, this city regularly sees summer temperatures higher than 30 Celsius. It still gets 30 Celsius in the summer in this place. Okay, the town is host to some of the greatest temperature fluctuations between winter and summer anywhere on Earth. Exactly. So it can be 30 and minus 70. A 100-degree variance, guys. That's too much. Okay. Let's go to number 5. These temperatures keep getting crazier and crazier. Okay, number 5, Denali, Alaska, United States. Whew. Okay, the temperature was minus 73.8. My God. And that was somewhere between 1950 and 1969. Okay, the highest mountain peak in North America is a spectacular, imposing sight, towering more than 6,000 meters above sea level. It's also a climber's paradise. Yeah, and you can die climbing that paradise. But you'll need an exceptional base layer if you're thinking about the ascent. A weather station placed close to the summit recorded the coldest temperatures on record in the United States in 2003, a frosty minus 73.8. Oh my God. Once known as Mount McKinley, the U.S. government reverted its official name to Denali. Okay. This name was used by the Koyukon people, who inhabit the area around the mountain. I can't believe it. Minus 30, Nancy, that's crazy. That's Chicago weather. Okay, this next temperature is insane. Okay, next Arctic Plateau. All right, guys. The low temperature in this place, minus 82.5 Celsius. 2018, a team at the University of Colorado at Boulder used infrared mapping technology to identify regions in eastern Antarctica where temperatures could plummet below minus 90. Minus 90. And Domar Goose is one of the prime candidates for currently at number 4. This is only the 4th coldest one, guys. There's still 3 more. Okay, and in number 3, what do we got? Celia says, I've heard that my friends went to Canada many years ago. She got out of the car and rang her friend's doorbell, but she had been waiting for a while, then she fainted from the cold. Look, if you're coming from Hong Kong to minus 20, minus 30, I can understand that. Wow. Minus 40. Okay. That explains everything. Now, I'm more likely to faint if it's too hot, though, I think. Too cold, no big deal for me. Like, I could live in Alaska, but I could not live in Egypt or Saudi Arabia or Kuwait. No way. Minus 45, okay. Plus 45, 50, not okay. All right. The Amundsen Scott South Pole Station in Antarctica. All right, guys, minus 82.8 Celsius. And this was recorded in June of 1982. Okay. The people who live at the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station see only one sunrise and one sunset per year. Oh, that's crazy. Let's just stop right there. One sunrise, one sunset every year. Oh my God. No. So what, 6 months of light, 6 months of dark? Okay, so perhaps it's not surprising that it's the site of some of the coldest temperatures ever recorded. Situated high on the Antarctic Plateau, the station sits close to 3,000 meters above sea level. Even a summer's day here is unlikely to climb much higher than minus 12 Celsius. Oh, the station has been permanently occupied since the United States built the first base here in 1956. And today, the average population is around 150 people, although this drops to a skeleton crew during the winter. Definitely skeleton. Scientists at the station work on everything from neutrino research to biomedical work to observations of the cosmic microwave background with the South Pole telescope. I've heard stories about living in Scandinavia, Norway, Alaska, where you'll have like 30 days of light and 30 days of night, but not one sunrise in July of 1983. Okay. One of the coldest places on Earth is weirdly also one of the sunniest. Here we go again. One of these super hot, super cold places, right? In the month of December, the Vostok Research Center in Antarctica enjoys more than 22 hours of sunlight. Oh, just more sunlight, they're saying. Okay. Conversely, in the polar night, there are precisely 0 hours of sunlight, and Vostok records the lowest mean annual temperature of any weather station on the planet. Wow. The station was established by the Soviet Union in 1957 and is the site of fascinating research, as well as ice cores and magnetometry. Scientists have penetrated Lake Vostok, a huge subglacial lake hidden beneath the ice. There, they discovered an ecosystem of microbes and multicellular organisms that was previously cut off from the rest of the world. That's pretty cool. My God, I wonder how did they drill that lake to get to the where you could actually find water? Crazy research right there, but almost minus 90. Sometimes you have 22 hours of sunlight. Sometimes you have 0 sunlight. Okay, there's still 2 of you remaining here. Could you live in a place where it was dark all day or sunny all day? I don't think I could do that. No way could I do that. I mean, if it's sunny out for 24 hours, even 22 hours, I would have to like black my windows to sleep. This is crazy. Or if it was dark all day, I would want to sleep all day, I think. Not for me. I really appreciate 12 hours of sun and 12 hours of light every day. That's nice. I think we take this for granted, guys. All right, so we're going to go to the number 1 coldest place in the world, guys. Drum roll. Oh my God, this number is insane. Okay, Dome Fuji, Antarctica. Low temperature, minus 93.2 Celsius, almost minus 100. They recorded this temperature in August of 2010. Okay, insane. In 2010, the Landsat 8 satellite pointed its instruments at a high ridge on the East Antarctic ice sheet and confirmed what scientists had expected about the local climate. Chilly. They say chilly. That's an understatement. Extremely chilly, recording a reading of minus 92.3. This cold, dry desert was declared the coldest place on Earth, beating the previous record at the Vostok station, which had stood since 1983. Although temperatures here rarely top minus 30 Celsius, humans have incredibly found ways of living and working in this region. The nearby Dome Fuji station was established in 1995, and ice cores drilled in the region give us a window into 720,000 years of paleoclimatic history. Interested in going? Pack a thermos, they say. Wow. Okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, guys. So I've already asked what is the coldest that you've ever been in, but do you think you'd ever be in minus 93? Guys, give me 1 second. 1 second. I apologize. All right, sorry about that. Little minor disruption. Exactly, Celia. Why human eyes don't freeze? They're made from water. They should, technically. Huh? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. This was a crazy, crazy subject. As I said, I'm from Chicago, so I've definitely experienced this before, but not to this extent. Minus 30 for me. That's maximum. Actually, probably minus 34, I believe, was the coldest we ever saw. And now I'm in Serbia, still not crazy cold. Maybe minus 12 is the coldest I've ever seen. So once again, not too bad. But okay, guys, that's going to sum it up. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Englishing with Jings. Come back next week. I promise you, we are going to have something just as exciting. And I think that it'll be just as fun as it was this week. So having said that, everybody have a great week. It's been my pleasure to be your host. And everybody have a great week. Ciao for now.